on now? Yo, yo, yo. It's your boy, Marky Marks Tarot. And I'm going to do a full moon reading, which is the full moon is today. I've been outside howling if you wanted to know. So pick a card, 1, 2, or 3 for the general energy for this full moon and what the full moon will bring you. Okay? Da-da-ding. See that? It's time. Hope you're all having a great day and a great weekend. Hope life is good. Treating you good. For those of you who have my Instagram, I have done October singles. So for those of you who are single, you can go and see my readings on Instagram. I've got them all up there, so you can check that out. I also did a reading towards the end, a pick a card, and I also did what would the retrograde be for like you from October 13th to November 13th for all singles too. All right. So yeah, so if you want to see those readings, it's not on here, it's on Instagram because I did something different. Because I don't want to be on YouTube too much because people over here are like worse than COVID. So, trying to stay away from crazy ass people and, stay out of the line of fire, per se. Hey, Allison. Hey, Leslie, Luna, Elizabeth, Ninja, Barb, Lucky Charm, Norma. How you doing, all my sweeties? All good? I was just blabbing for the last minute. Just tell everybody to go check out my Instagram if they wanted to see the readings. And yeah. Yeah, full moon readings. I did one last time for the Virgo moon or something. Yes, Leslie. Hey, Sonia, how are you? Yes. Well, sometimes you got to take out the trash. People that don't come in here no more are no longer welcome here no more because I don't hang out with people who are crazy, annoying, haters, jealous, weird, all the above. They can go hang out with all those freaks where they belong. In here, I only deal with sensible, grown up adult people who don't act childish, people who don't hate, people who don't disrespect me, and people who actually want a genuine reading from somebody who is real and not fake, and etc. So, yeah, you're weird in a good way, though. You're not weird in an annoying way. See, you can be a lunatic and weird. And we're all weird in our own ways. But you have those annoying people. I've been great, Norma. All's good. I missed you. I was wondering where you are. I actually asked for you. I said, where's my Norma? I'm doing good. Busy with work. Business is picked up. Been busy. Been taking care of my parents. My dad's been kind of like off and on. He isn't sick, but he gets gout and he gets like bad foot problems. He was here today. We watched our team lose, but he was in a good bit of pain. So I had to give him some Tylenol. He can't really walk properly. He's walking with a cane, but he's all right though. He's cool. He'll live. He's a strong, stubborn person. He's all right. I'm just trying to help him as much as I can. Tomorrow I'm going to go cut his grass because I told him that tomorrow I'm going to be like off half a day. I'm going to go work in the morning and I'm going to go cut his grass and take care of things and stuff like that. And they don't really drive that much. So like there's like a big warehouse like 20 minutes from here and they sell like cases of water. like bottled water, like Portuguese water that they like, and I go to that place. I drive out there so they won't have to, and I go buy like a couple cases of water and just bring it to their house and stuff. So I'm trying to be the good son. Actually, I am the good son. So just trying to help my parents. They've catered to me half my life. So yeah, that's okay, Leslie. Not everybody is on the same time. I come on. I'm like the night owl of tarot. I come on really late. I come on late my time, and sometimes I come on early. Like right now, it's 10 o'clock at night here, almost. Hey Anna, how you doing? But I've been really busy, with life, my parents, my job, my business, all that type of stuff. But I do have nothing to do. Like tonight, I don't have no games to watch. I don't have nothing really much to do. So I'll come on and do some, readings and stuff like that. But otherwise that I've been busy. Absolutely, Luna. I'm that type of person. You take care of me, I take care of you. That's how I roll. I've always been that way. I've always been a person. If you give to me, I give to you. If I give to you, you give to me. Then we're gonna be good friends. That's how life should be, but not always going to be. Well, it's all good. We gotta roll with the punches. We gotta roll with what's going on. We gotta take care of ourselves, do what we have to do for ourselves, and life will take care of itself. There's a lot of things going on out in the world, and in this year, so everybody's got their own, ways and things like that. To each their own. I'm not here to tell nobody what to do. I just want to be respected and not be lied to. That's my main thing. Respect and the truth. If you're honest, then you're my friend. If you're a lying, hating, jealous freak, then we're not going to be friends. 100. Absolutely. Are you doing some painting? Okay, cool. Nice, Anna. All right, so this is a pick a card 1, 2, or 3 for the full moon. And it's a full moon in Aries, I believe. So you better watch out. You might get rammed. Hey, Nina. How you doing? Pretty much, Anna. That's how life. That's how it is. Sometimes being too honest, you scare people. That's why people are scared. Exactly, Luna. I agree with you 100%. Okay. You can blame astrology. You can blame astrology for those things. I have no idea why it's an Aries full moon. I have no idea. I'm not an astrologer. You're going to have to go hit up an astrologer for that. But I'm just doing the pick a card for the full moon. That's what my thumbnail says, because I ain't putting no Aries stuff up there. Love all my Aries people, especially when you're asleep. Okay, pick a card 1, 2, or 3 for this full moon energy. Let's see what this full moon energy is bringing you. All right, 1, 2, absolutely. It's not easy, Anna. Yeah, exactly, Barb. I agree. I agree with you 100%. All right, as you all know, I use my tarot cards for the picker cards, and the outcome, I always like to choose a different deck for the outcome. And tonight I'm using a deck I haven't used in a while. It's the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. Yeah. Sacred Rebels Oracle. It's a really nice deck. Really cool artwork by this chick, Alana Fairchild. Maybe she was a Fairchild when she was young. I have no idea. But anyway, I'm using that deck as the outcome. I haven't used it in a while. Hey. Good to see you. What's going on? All right. The outcome card for 1, 2, and 3 is from the Sacred Rebels Oracle. Let's see what we got. 1, 2. Oh. Okay. Okay, for those of you that want to know the full moon energy and what it's going to bring for you and what is it going to do for you or against you, you're in the right place. And for those of you who picked card number 1, you've got this moon energy. This full moon energy is going to allow you to see things before it happens. You ever have that feeling that the person you are dealing with, no matter who they are, family, friends, brother, sister, mother, father, whoever, boss, acquaintance, you can see and recognize things, deception, downfalls, mistakes, someone trying to take advantage of you. If you have that vision, then you're very blessed. If you have that talent or vision or just feeling that somebody around you is about that life, or they just only come around when they need something. And for those of you who pick pile number 1, this could pertain to your father, your brother, your husband, or any male influence in your life. This person is like a person of authority. So it could be your boss, or it could be, like I said, one of these male influences in your life or males in your life that you feel is trying to take advantage of you or doesn't give you the credit that you deserve or undermines you or just looks down on you. And this full moon energy towards you, card number 1, is just this. You recognize the damage before it's done. You recognize that this person is never going to change or this situation is never going to change. And you've got to put yourself to a point where accomplish what you need to accomplish and move on from that person or from this situation, whether it's at work, home, relationship, in general. There is going to be a male influence in your life. It even could be your son. For some of you who have a son. This is a person who is trying to use their confidence, use their authority, use their money to get one up on you. Because people are like that. And if this isn't the case, then this is you trying to get one up on someone. So you might be trying to get one up on your boss. You might be trying to not make the same mistakes around them. Or you might be telling them, look, are you giving me a promotion, or are you going to reward me for what I'm doing or what? Because if you're not going to recognize me or give me anything or do anything for me, then I'm wasting my time and my energy. So the full moon energy is going to make you think about mistakes, rewards, taking advantage of someone, trying to get yours, trying to be a boss. If you want to, sometimes I would say it's not a nasty thing to do, but it's like if you're at your workplace and you know you're better at somebody, and you know you deserve to be in that position and not them. This could be that situation for you, card number one, where you might recognize that you have a chance to get in, and you feel like that's not you, but you know you have to do it for your own good. That could be this for some of you, okay? Just know that try not to make the same mistakes when it comes to this situation or this person, because this person also has their eye on you and the job and their life and the situation that they're in, okay? It's the way it is. Hey, Renee, how you doing? Hey, Caddy, how are you, sweetie? No problem, Norma. Okay, so the outcome card for you, power number one, card number one is trust yourself. And you see this card is really colorful. It's got this woman here, and she's kind of like in the wilderness, and she's got all these birds and animals and all sorts of, animals all around her. And she knows that she has to trust herself or else they might attack her. So she's got to stay, on her P's and Q's, like they say. I'm doing great. Thanks, sweetie. So card number one, trust yourself. And the meaning of this card says you are wise. You know how to grow even without knowing how you know. Like the ancient forests, spectacular galaxies, and the acorn that becomes the oak, there is a natural intelligence for growth that is beyond logic and reason. It just happens. At the deepest levels, we are governed by this force so it is literally shapes that shapes our world. At the same time, it is so invisible that sometimes we forget its presence and worry about our minds that have to work for everything out of life for it to happen for us to be all right. Trust yourself, card number one. You can become unnecessarily anxious with our affairs and how life will unfold. This brings the message to you that you are growing. You really are. Don't doubt it. Even if you don't see it yet, remember that so much is happening. When the seed is still unbroken in the ground below the earth, it's summing up all the might, power, and force it needs to push above the topsoil and burst up into the light. It's essential for anything good to happen later on, right? Yet we don't see any of that. We just have to trust that things will happen when the time is right. So this full moon energy might be the right time for you to trust yourself. And like that says, you might be that unbroken seed that's ready to crack and burst up through the soil at any time. But I feel like this person or this situation, card number one, is holding you back a little bit until you see more revealed. Okay? To be continued, what I would say for you, file number one. All right? All right, card number two. What I get for you is relationship worries, friendship worries, deep worry about indecisiveness, frustration, delays. You're failing to face the facts about people, about a relationship, about friendships that you have, whether or not you want to be in this friendship, you want to be in this relationship. Is this person really going to fulfill my needs? Is this person going to bring me abundance, joy? Is it going to be productive? Am I good enough? Am I really seeing this as a favorable outlook? Is this really going to happen? Is my cup going to be overflowed with joy? But you might not be even getting any affection yet. You might be still in your early stages for some of you. Well, I'll put it this way. For those of you who are in the early stages of a relationship, there's still procrastination on your side or the other person's side. The indecision is there, the frustration, the delays, canceled plans, those type of things, you know? But the thing is in order for you to find that happiness, it's got to be between both of you. Okay? Not just, it can't be just a one-way street. So you might be feeling right now that you're putting in the effort. Excuse me. You might be putting in the effort and the other person isn't. Or this person might be putting in the effort and you might not want to, you might be procrastinating a little bit because you're not quite 100% sure if you're going to put your all in. Like you want everything to be perfect. You want the outlook to be favorable, but you're still failing to face the facts. And the fact is, what if? What could? What should? What will happen? That's all going to be determined in time. So card number 2, in order to get this productiveness and get out of the worry, the deep worry that's in your brain, you got to tell yourself, you got to manipulate your mind and say, this is going to work, but I need to be patient. I need to work on myself in the meantime. I need to tell myself that, you know, I'm not going to procrastinate anymore. I'm not going to worry anymore. I know that's hard, but some of you that are in this situation with this friendship or relationship, even if there's no affection at all, there will be in time. And the full moon is going to change the energy for you. You know, I always tell people during the full moon, 3 days before and a couple days after, that's when you feel the energy more. So now that the full moon is today, just give it till Monday. This weekend might be a little up and down. This weekend is starting now, pretty much. Friday, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. You know, see how things go in this relationship and this friendship. And then make your decision on Monday, whether or not you need to face the facts. And the facts might be moving on or hanging in there. Because if you really want productiveness and a favorable outlook and goodness and joy and happiness, then you got to stop worrying, because worrying doesn't solve anything. Hey, Alma, how are you? So card number 2, the outcome for you is what you want wants you. So pretty much, I'm going to tell you what this card means, but I feel like it's self-explanatory for those of you that are in this situation with friendships and relationships. Okay? This card comes with a healing message for you. First, trust in what you truly want, not the substitutions and make-dos, but what would truly bring a sense of passionate, playful purpose and fulfillment to your life. You might not know anything more than I want to sing, I want to write, I want to help animals, I want to plant. Start with what you know and hold it in your heart as you do the healing process. If you generally do not know what your heart wants, you will very much enjoy the process of exploring your desires and making gentle and persistent inquiries of yourself. Ask yourself, what is it that I truly moves me? Give the matter consistent attention without forcing a response. Your answers may come in a sudden flood and slowly over time. Remember that if you have people in your life who are shutting you down, suggesting that what you want is not possible or that you are aiming too high, then they need this healing too. Perhaps you can inspire them by giving yourself permission to heal. This will naturally open them to the idea that they could give themselves permission to know and fulfill their unique desires too. Whether someone chooses to be inspired by you or to be fearful of your innate creative power, it's completely up to them. So, card number 2, whether you see this coming or not, your desire is already on its way to you. So, what you want wants you. So, if this person you're talking to in a friendship or relationship, you want them and they want you. But the key word here is want. Remember what Marky says with want and needs. Yes, you want them and they want you. But then you have to ask yourself, do you need them or do they need you? So the worry might be there. Wants and needs. Card number 2. I'll show you this card again. What you want wants you. Ball's in your court. Gee, thanks, Marky. Be like that. Okay, card number 3. Card number 3. This full moon energy brings you solitude. You want to be by yourself. Then you want what you want. Then you are going to be all up in your head because things are starting to get in a groove or I would say a progression of what you really desire. But the thing is, hey Blue Nile, how you doing? Card number 3, you got to escape from your brain. That's the term that I want to give you. You've got to escape from your brain. And what I mean by that is you're going to drive yourself crazy if you keep thinking about what if, what could, what should, or what is going to happen. Hey, Angie. So I would say there's going to be a temporary seclusion of you putting yourself in a box, but don't ship yourself anywhere, okay? And what I mean by putting yourself in a box is imagine yourself in a big ass box, but the box is open and you can see up only. Okay, I want you to imagine that, those of you who picked card number 3. And you know how a box has 4 flaps. You put 2 in and then you put the other 2 and then you tape it. I want you to imagine yourself sitting in that box looking up and you don't see those flaps. You know they're there, but you've got to imagine yourself with a permanent marker and you got to write one of your goals on each of those flaps. Okay? But don't bring them in to the box, leave them out. So you stand up, you look at each of those flaps with each of your goals on there. Could be anything. Could be a person, could be a job, could be anything you want. And if you do that, then you're already out of the box. You're thinking out of the box, like they say. Okay? I think about box all the time, but not the box that you're thinking of. Okay? Listen, card number 3. Being indecisive, making bad decisions, being hasty, and ignoring opportunities because you're shy is never going to get you nowhere. You are going to stay in that freaking box forever if you don't proceed to get over the failures and the mistakes and the bad decisions and choices that you've made. Everyone makes those choices because we feel like we have to make choices, but some of us make choices that sometimes don't benefit us. It just benefits the person that we're making choices about or for. Okay? So ignoring opportunities and not proceeding to what you really want because you're shy, or you're just acting like a fool, or you're thinking too much and you just want to retreat and say fuck it, then this is on you. I feel like this full moon energy is going to make a lot of you think, but you got to think outside that box. So when you imagine yourself standing up in a box and you look at each flap, left, right, front, and back, and imagine what those flaps say you have to do. The first flap should say, stop overthinking. That's the main thing. And once you do that, you can fold that flap in because you've conquered that task. You don't have to literally go get in a damn box. That's not what I'm saying. I want you to imagine it. Okay? Because that's where you're going to be if you're not letting go of the past and not letting go of overthinking about the decisions that people made for you or you're making for them, or the decisions that are all around you, because the full moon is going to drive you crazy. Okay? And it's an Aries full moon, so you know how Aries are, you know? An Aries person would drive you crazy. Love you, Aries. Okay. Card number 3, your outcome card is release the dark wound and let love in. And you see, this person just released a fish. Catch and release. Release the dark wound and let love live. Okay? Just like I said, being in that box, you got to get out of there. Okay? This card says, if we detach something from its source too soon, trying to force it to become what is not ready yet or willing to become can unintentionally sap it or strengthen and kill it. There is a dark wound in the consciousness of humanity which demands perfection and denies process. If you are thinking of publishers before you even write the book, if you are comparing your unfinished song idea to the latest selling pop release, if you have decided you are not good enough or worthy enough to succeed before you've given everything you've got and asked for divine help, then this dark wound has you in a grasp. You have to let go of the death grip of perfectionism. Perfectionism. That's what I meant to say. Okay? And let yourself and your ideas live. Love is abundant, creative, and inspiring. It moves us so much more joyfully and creatively than fear. You are being asked to honor the path of your own love, what inspires you, what feels exciting, joyful, and perhaps even rather different. Let that live. Release the dark wounds of false belief. There are countless stories of vastly successful artists who nearly bind the project that they were making of their career because of despair by their own dark nature. They doubted, they were uncertain. Was their work any good? Was it useless? They struggled to believe in the right of their work to become of life, whether it was accepted, reversed, or rejected by others or not. The message of this card is to amplify you to have your own thoughts and feel inspired that the messages that come to you are complete for your healing process. Trust yourself and do it now. So like I said, a lot of us live in our heads, we're scared to love again. We've all been there. We're all human beings. We have emotions. We live, we love, we cry, we get mad, we get pissed. This is all a part of life. So card number 3, this is telling you to let love in. Stop dealing with and stop thinking about those dark times, those dark wounds. Imagine you're this fish. I did I did tell you be in a box, but now you can imagine yourself as this fish being caught and released. You were caught up and now you're released to go back in and live your life and go love. Okay? You can do what the hell you want. It's up to you. But my suggestion is let love in. It's up to you. I know it's hard to let go of the past and let go of dark wounds and let go of things that people have done to us. You know, people have disrespected us and we don't want to live anymore. We don't want to talk anymore. You know, we look at things in a different way, yada, yada, yada. But the problem is we have to allow ourselves to let love in so we can witness what it's like again, instead of doubting it all the time, okay? And on that note, I'm going to do a collective, but I'm going to do it with a different deck because I feel like this full moon, we need some healing. I'm going to use your Heal Yourself reading cards for the collective. Yes, Norma, lobster always heals me. Okay. Lobster for the collective. Collective. Yeah, absolutely. No problem, sis. All right, collective. Let's see what we got for you. Sexual healing is after hours. Okay. Heal Yourself reading cards for the collective. Let's get one message and see what we need to heal for this full moon. Yo, what up, Rob? All right, collective. One. Full moon energy for the collective. What I need to know. 3. Oh, you have it, Norma? Okay, cool. Nice. I like this deck. It's got pretty chicks on here. I like any deck that has sexy women on it. Hey, Virgo, what's up, sweetie? Okay, collective. Your card is Say What You Mean. And if you look at this card, the guy's like, hey, baby. She's like, hi. They really like each other, but they're not really saying what they mean. He really wants to say, hey, you know those tarot readers that say, I'm a knight in shining armor? It's really me, look. Don't listen to Mark. And she's like, yeah, whatever. Okay. Collective, take some time to clarify what you need to communicate and to whom. Honest communication begins with you. Take a moment to connect within and ask yourself, in what area of my life are you hiding and denying how you feel? Does your relationship with your partner need revamping? Are these things that are not working? Who are the people in your life that must be honest with? This is an opportunity to take back your power and share clarity, wisely and honestly, what does and does not work for you. When you feel vulnerable, you can be easily swayed to say what you feel the other person wants to hear in order to keep the peace. Sounds like some psychics online. Sorry. The message of this card is that you need to say what you really mean, whether someone else likes it or not. Collective, this pretty much sums up the whole full moon energy. Okay? Say what you mean. The message of this card is that you need to say what you really mean, whether someone likes it or not. So if you need to tell them go F themselves sideways, do it. If you need to tell somebody you need to take a break, do it. If you need to tell somebody, look, I like Mark and Mark only, and I'm going to listen to him and him only, and I'm not coming to your channel no more because you suck, then you just got to do it, okay? It's just that. That's a simple thing. Collective, say what you mean. Be like me. Whatever I say, I mean. I do what I want. I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel. You don't like it? Don't let that door hit you on the ass on the way up. That's what Marky says. Don't let the door hit you on the ass on the way up. Good riddance, biatch. Bye. See ya. Don't want to be ya. That's how I roll, yo. Yeah. Say what you mean. Collective, this full moon energy is going to make you feel like you're shining just like that damn moon. Hey, Tiana, how you doing, baby? You all right? Only way to find out, Luna, is to see me do it. Normally, you got the Ace of Swords, Two of Swords, and Four of Swords, and Eight of Swords for you. Looks like it's going to be a lot of cutting. Thank you, Norma. I appreciate that. All right. I'm going to go down the list and give you a daily healing message if you would like one. If you don't, that's all good. And this is the deck. I use these cards pretty much a lot. Well, not a lot, but I use them to give everybody messages. It's just a little basic daily healing message. All right. The cards look like this. Little small little ones, you know. Messages like that. Okay. Want me to heal you? Sure. Okay. All right, Anna. Even though you called me Margie. I know you said thank you, Marky. All right, Anna. You can be first tonight. How about that? What's up, Gato? How you doing? All right, Anna. 1, 2. I've been called worse. I know you're always blaming your speakerphone. Stop talking to it. Okay, Anna. Your message is respect your inner cycles and honor them on your healing journey. Respect your inner cycles and honor them on your healing journey. There you go, Anna. You're doing well. That's great. Good to hear. All right, Alma. Love you too, Norma. Okay, Alma. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Alma. Remind yourself that you are a soul spirit being. Okay, Alma? All right, Luna, you're next. That's good, Anna. Work on it. Okay, Luna. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Luna. Your card is express your love through your deeds. Express your love through your deeds, Luna. That's a good thing, Alma. All right. Norma, you're next. My sweet Lucky Charm. Okay, Norma. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, Norma. Make clear, calm thinking your goal. Norma, make clear, calm thinking your goal. Hey, Vanessa, what's up, sweetie? Hike away. No problem. Marge is here. All right, Elizabeth, you're next. As soon as I said Elizabeth, the cards went flying. Elizabeth, you're next. 1, 2. Thanks, Vanessa. All right, Elizabeth, take responsibility for every thought and feeling. It can affect the whole universe. Take responsibility for every thought and feeling. It can affect the whole universe. It'll take you to do something like that. There you go, Elizabeth. All right, Ninja. Ninja, you're next. All right, Ninja. You're welcome, sweetie. 1, Ninja. 2, 3. Okay, Ninja. Develop awe and reverence for life. And if you want to know what those words mean, Google is available. Develop awe and reverence for life. Reverence, whatever the fuck that says, I don't know. I need Google too. Some people pronounce things different. You're welcome, Ninja. Anytime. Okay, Renee. Renee, you're next. See what we got for you, sis. All right, Renee. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Renee. Enjoy the process instead of always looking for the result. Typical Aries. Renee, enjoy the process instead of always looking for the result. Okay, Virgo, you're next. Virgo. 1, 2. Oh, you did? Hey, well, at least I'm consistent. Okay, Virgo, learn to keep your heart open and soft through the trials of life. Okay, Sonia. Hello, Ashes Spazzy Tarot. How you doing? Okay, Sonia, you're next for a message. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Sonia, your daily message is do something to improve yourself. Any improvement you make will benefit all of humanity. Oh, sorry to hear that, Ash. I hope your doggy gets better. I'm doing good. It always could be worse. My doggy's actually rubbing her butt all over the floor. So she has to get her She has to get her glands cleaned, her bum glands. Poor sight. I feel sorry for her. Every now and then, we gotta call the vet to come relieve her of her pain or her whatever that is. Yeah, she doesn't have worms, but last time they came, like I don't want to go into detail, but last time they came, they relieved her butt pain. You know how dogs rub their butt on the ground? But she's all right, though. She's cool. She's in good spirits. Tomorrow morning, the ladies coming, so she'll be all right. I'll be here for moral support. Hey, it could be worse. Okay, Tiana. Just means more cleaning for you, Ash. Okay, Tiana, let's see what we got for you. Tiana, 1, 2, 3. Okay, Tiana, learn and grow from the wisdom of your feelings by allowing yourself to befriend rather than deny them. If there's anybody else that would like a message, just type the word yes, and I will give you a message. I can't remember who else is in here, but if you haven't had a message yet and you would like a message, these are just daily healing messages. Just type the word yes, and I'll give you one. Okay, Angie. Angie. 1, 2, 3. Tiana gave me that. Okay. Okay, Angie. This card came up already. Make clear, calm thinking your goal. Okay, Angie? Clear, calm thinking. Make that your goal. I know that's hard for a lot of people, including me. Okay, Barb. Barb. 1, 2, and 3 for Barb. Okay, Barb, your card is to feel your innate sense of truth. Develop open-mindedness. You're welcome, Angie. No problem, Barb. Okay, Caddy. Caddy, you're next, and then Blue Nile, and then Ash. Okay, that's the order I got, the next 3 people. Caddy, Blue Nile, and Ash, and then Vanessa. Okay, Caddy. Oh my God. All right, Caddy. 1, Caddy, 2. Okay, Caddy, your card is learn to keep your heart open and soft through the trials of life. Okay, Blue Nile, you're next. Blue Nile. 1, 2. Okay, Blue Nile. Master the step you are on. Master the step you are on, Blue Nile. You're welcome. Okay, Ash. Ash. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Ash, your card is let love be your motivation for action. Ash, let love be your motivation for action. All right, next is Vanessa. No problem, Blue Nile. Thank you. All right, Vanessa. 1, 2. You're welcome, Ash. Okay, Vanessa, your card is devote yourself to discovering the highest truths. Devote yourself to discovering the highest truths. All right, is there anybody else who would like a message that has not gotten one? Say yes. And if not, I'll give myself a message. For those of you that have my Instagram, I did the October singles reading on there for all signs. I did a retrograde bonus reading, and I also did a pick a card as well. So if you have my Instagram, the videos are up on my channel. You can check it out. All right. Cards are flying everywhere. Hey, Ninja. No problem, sweetie. Good to see you. All right. Marky needs a card. You welcome, Vanessa. All right. 1 for me. 2 for me. And 3. This card's come up like 3 times tonight. Learn to keep your heart open and soft through the trials of life. Absolutely. I try to learn to keep my heart open and soft through the trials of life. And I always say, sometimes I got to put my heart and leave my heart open and soft because people go through other shit worse than I do. So try to have some sympathy and a heart for some of these people. All right, Vanessa, no problem, sweetie. Good night. Love you too. Be safe. There you go. Yo. Hope everybody got a message. You got a gorilla for me? Oh, shit. These cards are cool. There's still a lot of cards in this deck that I still haven't pulled for people. Like, there's a lot of messages in here, but like I often find that the same messages come out for different people. The same message for different people. Like, I wish that everybody would get like a different message, but it obviously doesn't work that way because it's what you need to hear. So like the card I just got, I think like 3 other people got it. Normally said, I got the gorilla card. Time to listen compassionately to those you love, especially your family members. Yeah, that's definitely true because I have to deal with my mom and dad, especially my dad because he's going through some hard times right now with his health and things like that. But I'm definitely listening to them and helping them as much as I can. So that's spot on, Norma. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to be compassionate and caring and loving towards them more because I know they need me to help them. Because my dad, he can barely like walk, so he can't do the yard work, and I know that like kills him. Like that when he can't go out in that yard and cut that grass and trim those hedges and water those flowers and go around the house and do something, I know that aggravates him. So if I do it, he'll be happy. So I'm gonna go there tomorrow and cut his grass, make sure the yard is all looking nice. So he's, so that way in his head he feels like he ain't gotta do nothing. So yeah. Yeah, he'll be all right. He always comes out. I pray for him every day. You know, he could be, dying, but he's not. He's just got foot problems. He gets gout. He can't walk. He had like a big wart on his foot, so he got it carved out, and it still hurts him. He's getting old, but he's very stubborn. He doesn't keep still. The doctor tells him to like lay down with your foot elevated, and he don't care. Like he's like, fuck that. I gotta work. I gotta do shit. I gotta come out here and do this and do that. He tries to test what the doctor tells him. He likes to do his own thing all the time. But that's why if I do the things that he wants done, then he doesn't have to do it. So that means he can relax, Or, when I'm there cutting the trees or cutting the grass, he'll sit outside in the garage and watch me. So that way he's outside, getting fresh air and making sure he's okay, and being entertained by me doing what he wants to do. So I don't mind doing it. I mean, one thing about me, I'm not afraid of working or cutting grass or hedges, and that shit's in my nature. I worked outside all day today and sweat my ass off. The humidity, the temperature was 80 degrees and 80 humidity. And I was out there and it was hot as hell. And I left that job today like soaking wet. I wish I had brought a change of clothes. That's how bad it was. So I had to go all the way home, get a shower, get changed, and go back out and go do some grocery shopping and do some other things that I had to do, like go get some more materials for this other job I'm doing. So I was like, I hate going back and forth because I'm wasting gas and time. But that's how the weather was today. It was so humid. I just sweat my ass off. But it's all good. I'm just thankful to have work and to be healthy and alive and to help people as much as I can. So good. Yeah, exactly. Anna, yeah. Oh yeah, I mean Norma, I see that now, obviously, I see that more and more. You know, my dad and my mom, when I come there to the house and I help them, they obviously they appreciate it. They're not the type of people who praise and compliment and encourage, and they're not really those type of people. They're quiet, they're like, oh yeah, you got it done, okay, cool, bye. They're not really the praising type or the I love you type, or they'll say thank you or whatever, but they've not been my motivators through life, but they didn't have motivation either. You know how people say, it kind of annoys me when people say this phrase, is people would say, I don't do it because I wasn't brought up that way. Now I'm totally different thinking. Like, I wasn't brought up that way either, but I changed my ways so I won't be that way. So I try to motivate my nephews, my friends, and people, you guys, as much as I can, saying I love you to them every day, like my nephews. That's something I didn't hear when I was growing up. And I'm sure there's a lot of people in here that got the same treatment, but even though I wasn't brought up that way, I'm not going to inherit those same ways. I changed my ways. Like I don't want to be that way. You know, when I see my nephews, I tell them I love them. If they tell me they want to do something, I'll encourage them, help them. Whereas my parents weren't like that. But it's all good. Like I don't look at them different for that. I don't look at them different at all. Yeah. I just help them now and show them that, I don't grudge you for it. It's all good. Life goes on. I'm old enough to move on from that bullshit. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Anna, I understand that totally. It's like my dad has too much pride to say those words. And he wasn't brought up like that because my granny, my dad's mom, like she was a bitch. She always had something bad to say. Like she was negative Nancy. She was always negative. She had nothing good to say. Like she never encouraged any of us or praised any of us or nothing like that. Like, she was just always like saying stupid like comments. Like so we never liked her. And my dad, he's kind of like the same way. He's not really a motivator. He's more like a downer. Like, oh, don't make sure you do that. Make sure you're not doing the wrong thing. Like making you think about your decisions, And I'm like, what the fuck? Like I've told this story many times, but like when I went on my own to start my own business, um, he was not my biggest fan. He was like, that's not gonna work. How are you gonna do that? You're not qualified in electrician work. I was like, I don't give a shit. You don't have to be. Hands-on training is the best. Oh, but you think you can do that? Oh, you sure? Oh, you're gonna spend all this money on a car and tools, and what if you don't get no work? Like it's never like, oh, I'll support you. I'll make sure I go get some work for you. Or I can talk to my friend, and he's not like that. He's just like, oh, you're going on your own? Da 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 da. It's like this is the worst day of my life. My son's gonna go and have his own business. If he fails, I gotta hear it. But guess who my guess who he is? He always calls me when he wants something fixed because he ain't gonna pay nobody no $100 an hour to come fix his shit. The first person he's gonna call is me. He's gonna be like, hey, I got a problem. I'm like, yeah, I know you do. He's like, look, this broke, or this don't work, or can you do this and can you do that? Yeah, all right, I'll be there. I'll be there tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be there, this and that, whatever. So I'm like, yeah, man, I'll be there. Yeah, I'm sure we all can relate to some degree, but I try to encourage parents now to tell their kids, otherwise. Hey, T Garnett. Yo, what's up? Hey, love and life. I'm doing great, thanks. I'm here to spread those vibes. Yeah, I mean, he's the type of person. My dad's the type of person, like I love him, and he's a pain in the ass. And my mom, when they need something, the first person they call is me, because they know, one, I'm gonna do it. Two, they know I know what I'm doing, and three, they know I'm gonna come now. So, like, they didn't believe in me when I went on my own. Like when I started my business, they all doubted me. my family, my friends, they were like, you ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't going nowhere. You don't know what you're doing. Like, you're gonna fail. We're waiting for your downfall. Well, here I am 13 years later, and I'm still succeeding, and I'm still working, and I'm still doing what I gotta do. And people that hire me are the ones who believe in me and love me the most. And that's why they're my clients for years. The client I work for today, I've had since day one. Like, they gave me my first big job, and they gave me another decent job, a 2-day job that I've been doing for them, electrical work. So one day I do electrical, next day I do painting, the next day I do some masonry, carpentry, plumbing, whatever. Whatever comes to me, I take it, whatever. Like, I do maintenance work. So, like, property management, maintenance, electrical, whatever comes to the table, I take it. I do whatever. That's pretty much what I do. Yeah, I proved them wrong, but I shouldn't have had to. I should have been encouraged more than trying to, like, prove something to them. But it's like, whatever. I know that they're proud of me deep down inside, because they know that they've heard a lot of good things about me. Even my mom said it the other day. My mom was like, "Oh, do you know this lady? She was at church." It's always church, right? Because they go to church. I don't. So my mom said to me, this was like about 2 months ago. My mom says, "Oh, I was at church, and this lady so-and-so said that you did a job for her best friend. Her name is blah, blah, blah. And you went there and you fixed some stuff for her, and you didn't charge her that much, and blah, blah, blah. She said you were so nice." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I know her. Oh, yeah, right. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I did that job. Yeah, or whatever." And she goes, "Oh," she says, "that your son is so professional, neat. He bring his own things, and, he did every job real quick, and he was very polite. Blah, 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 blah." And I was like, "Hey, well, that's me. I respect people and do what, if you're paying me, I'm going to make sure I do the job properly." That's it. So when she heard that, I like when my parents hear good things about me, because it makes them, erase the doubt that I'm not doing something bad, that I'm doing something bad, or, I'm good at what I do. They have to hear it. Like, they're the type of people, they have to hear it from other people. Like, I can sit there and tell them I know what I'm doing, but that's not good enough. Like, they have to hear it from multiple people, especially somebody who goes to church. So when my mom heard that, she was like, "Thank you, Jesus. My son is getting a good rap out there in the world." And my dad, he's told me a few times that some of his friends have told him that, "Oh, some of my Portuguese friends said you're a good electrician, and they saw you working and blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, "Yeah, I told you I'm a good electrician. You doubt me, like." I told you already, don't doubt me. Like, if I'm working at your house and making things work, and you ain't had no bad shit happen, then I'm all right. I'm doing what I do. You shouldn't have to have multiple people telling you. But if I'm ever a parent one day, if I ever have kids one day, you mark my words right here, and this is recorded, I will always motivate them, teach them, and allow them to learn, whatever they want to do. Like, I'm never going to discourage them. Never, ever going to discourage them. I'd rather motivate than hate on somebody, or, like, tell somebody they can't do something. That's bullshit. I know there's a lot of people that I've encountered this year that wanted to start their own channel. People that pull cards, and they never, like, thought that they can do a channel or have a channel, or they're too scared. I motivate them all the time. I'm like, "Get your own channel. I'll come over and talk to you. I'll moderate for you. I'll, shout you out, whatever. Like, I can bring people to you." And, and I always encourage everybody to do it, because if I can do it, you can do it. It's not rocket science. Get your own channel. If you think you're a good reader and you read for people on a regular basis, then you can help people. There's always people you're gonna resonate with. There's always people you're gonna help. I did this as a side thing for many years, and now it's a part of my life. Good night, T Garnett. Good night, Anna. Good to see you guys. For those of you leaving, sorry. Good night. I try to encourage everyone. Like, if you think you're psychic enough and you want to be in front of public eye and you want to channel, go for it. You can't sit there and hold yourself back from something you want to do. Don't do it. You're only in this world so long. Hey, Tiff, how you doing, sweetie? Charlene, how you been? Good to see you. Sure, Anna. Absolutely loving life. I'm not a hater. Like I don't mind. I don't mind like helping anybody. People got to figure out. I can help you and tell you do this and do that. It's up to you how you conduct yourself after that. I can tell people, hey, go see my friend that does tarot. You might not like the way they read or the way they are, or they might be wrong. But at least, I try to help that person. Somebody's going to resonate with that person. It's just like me. Not everybody's going to resonate with me. Not everybody's going to adapt to what I'm saying or what I'm doing or what I read. Nobody's perfect. It's just, that's why I encourage more people to do it, because you're going to resonate with certain people. We can't resonate with every single damn person. That's impossible. But you could try, and why not? People need help. And now more than ever. So that's my example. That's what I've done this past year, is encourage a lot of readers to get their own channel. And I can help you as much as you want. And I can help you as much as I can. And that's it. It's that simple. Some people like me, some people don't. I don't care. Doesn't bother me. It's not gonna make me not want to be here, because if that was the case, I would have been gone. And I don't care about my numbers, my subscribers, my likes, my views. If I was worrying about that, I wouldn't be here, because I'm not that type of person. I'm here to cater to the people who care about me, like me, resonate with me, whether it's 10, 20, 15, 50, 100 people. I don't give a shit. I'm doing it for the people who care and want to be here. If not, there's millions of people you can go see. So if you want to do this type of stuff, I encourage you to do it. But the problem is people think that you have to have so many subscribers and so many people. That's not the case. Because I'm going to tell you something right now, and Elizabeth's probably going to be like, here we go again. I'm going to tell you something right now. This is the truth. And the truth is 90%, that's right, 90% of readers on this platform, on YouTube, pay for their subscribers so they can get super chats, and they always pay for their subscribers so they can look good, because really they're not. And some readers that I've known for the past year or 2 or 3, they're up there in hundreds of thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands. But guess how many people are in their room? Hardly anybody. So that doesn't add up. I did math in school like everybody else. And if you have hundreds and you have thousands of subscribers, then don't you think there's going to be a little bit more people in your room when you go live? Don't you think? Come on now. So if you want to live a fake life, go for it. If your life is all about how many super chats you get every fucking night or every time you go live, that's on you, because you need money. And if you got to use corruption to do it, And that's on you. But me, I'm different. I don't need that. I'm not about that life. So for those of you who want to do this and don't care about subscribers and likes and views, you can do it. I'm a living example of someone who doesn't do that, and I've been here for a year. Okay? That's it. That's my piece on that. So don't ever think you need to buy your way through life. And don't ever think that you need a lot of subscribers and a lot of views and a lot of likes, because that's all bullshit. Okay? It's all a part of money, and it's all a part of a system that you need to be a part of. You, like, people think that they have to do that. You don't have to do that, because I'm a living example of someone who doesn't, and I'm doing perfectly fine. You know why? Because I don't allow that part of this to consume me. You got me? So think about that next time you're listening to these idiots online that claim fame and claim that they have all these people subscribe to them, because that's bullshit. Okay? There's no way in hell these lame ass people on here have that many people subscribe to their channel. Trust me, it's not possible. Nobody's that desperate to click I'm subscribing to this fucking idiot who doesn't have a clue. Believe me, it happens. And I'm sure people are watching me right now saying, I can't stand this guy because he's always saying that. And it's true, but what can we do? Well, I'll say it, and that's all that matters. Anyway, on that note, good night, everybody. Love you all. Please have a great weekend. Be safe. Be real. Real recognizes real, and fake will always be fake. Okay? Make sure that you live a clean, honest, real life, because that's what's going to get you through the days, the nights, and get you mentally prepared for your next day, your next hour, your next meal. All right? You don't need those things. You want those things. Good night. Love you guys.